Hi, Tim Conti here. If you're an organization that is struggling with getting cybersecurity insurance for your organization, this is the right video for you. No matter where you are and for your organization as relates to any kind of insurance, and if you're like me, you're finding it's harder and harder to get coverage. Premiums are rising, and that's even if you can get coverage. Well, even outside of home and auto and flood insurance and whatnot, cybersecurity insurance is even harder to get for organizations. What they're asking companies to do, even to get insurance, is pretty intense to say the least. But the good news is here we've got a number of solutions with vendors in our portfolio that specialize in this area. One of them is CDG, Cyber Defense Group. And you can see here, if you look down at the bottom under the government, risk and regulatory alignment, they've got a entire category or offering around cyber insurance readiness. So what that essentially does is increase your security posture so you can get coverage. In addition, because of the investment you make with the readiness assessment and then the implementation of the tools you put in place to secure your network, you're actually going to see lower premiums, And I've seen that across the board with multiple organizations. The more you can prove to the insurance company that you've done your due diligence and you've done everything in your power to protect your network or your organization, that's going to lower your premiums. And one area, not to get too technical, but there's an acronym called MSSP, Managed Security Service Provider. That's what CDG is. Thrive is another example. There's a few of them out in the industry, Compass MSP, where I currently work. And those organizations have all the control process, everything from A to Z that you would need in order to protect your network, everything from a vulnerability assessment to a penetration test to threat hunting. But most importantly, for the purpose of this video, the ability to do an assessment on the cybersecurity risk. I'm going to shift gears here really quick and show you another document. So we kind of summarize what CDG's offering is. And the way it works is first we assess your current controls in your environment. This is what an insurer is going to do anyway. So we're going to do it before they even have an opportunity to do that. And we're going to look at industry frameworks depending on your specific vertical market that you operate in. We're going to identify gaps that could impact coverage and as well as premiums, and then provide a prioritized roadmap to improve insurability for you. The result at the end of the day is reduced risk and a strong alignment with cybersecurity and your organization's objectives. So what's included with this offering? First and foremost, we're going to give you we're going to do the documentation, the policy, architecture, inventory of your current state. We're going to do executive and stakeholder interviews, architecture and system exposure review. We're going to do some maturity industry benchmarking. We're going to review with you what cybersecurity insurance you're looking to obtain. Now, keep in mind, we are not a cyber insurance broker. If you need one of those, I've got a long list of people that can do that for you. But we do want to understand what type of coverage you're looking for. Is it 5 million, 10 million, 1 million, 500,000? We're also going to look up backup and recovery validation. This is absolutely critical, especially in terms of ransomware. Should a third party hijack your data, having a reliable backup and recovery is absolutely critical because that's where the insurance is really protecting against. One area is ransomware. We're going to do a risk score and prioritization, and then we're going to give you a 12-month high-level remediation roadmap. What's absolutely critical with this service is that it's just not a one-time assessment where we come in and look at your environment and move on. This can very easily turn into a recurring solution should you need it through an MSP or an MSSP, through a managed IT provider or a managed security provider. Also, if you just need the assessment, though, that's okay too. You're going to rest easy and sleep well knowing that you've done everything possible to secure your network against outside attacks. So that's what I had for you today. I appreciate your time. And if you have any questions or you'd like someone from my team to reach out to you, just drop me a comment in the YouTube. Thanks.